Check, check. Mic check. Good morning. We are coming live from Bolen Park in Virginia. This is the first of the quarterfinals at Bolen Park 2 of the Unity Cup 2023. The Samp Army is playing Atlanta Fire. Samp Army won the toss and elected to bat. Our opening batsman that we have here is Andres Govas and Monang Patel. Amila Ponce is the bowling his first over. Left arm orthodox.
The mic is only operational, so
Samp Army had an excellent day yesterday because the group they are in, all the teams had 2 wins and 1 losses, so they had to win with a big margin. So yesterday they batted first and scored 280 runs in 20 overs. Today they're hoping to repeat the same template that they used yesterday, and they won the toss and elected to bat today. My partner here today at the commentary, Taj Saab.
Good morning, everybody. Great game today. Samp Army just did an excellent outing yesterday. Andreas has a great inning yesterday too. So looking forward to same thing with the Atlanta Fire. Um, so we're looking forward to a great game today. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. We are done with the first over. Samp Army is 6-0 at this point. We have Justin coming in for the second over.
Justin Dill, fast bowler from South Africa, moved here to further his career in minor league. He's been opening for the Samp Army for the last 3 games. He's been generating excellent pace and also really good bounce from good length. Great ball, pitched outside the off stump, short of a good length line, tonked over, fine backward point for a 6.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Very well picked by the batsman. The short ball, well connected. Justin coming in for his second ball. Once again, a short ball, very well pulled by the batsman. Went to the leg side boundary. Well fielded by the fielder right at the boundary. Good throw back to the keeper. Only 1 run taken.
For Justin Dill, the field setup is they have a backward square leg on the boundary and also a third man on the boundary. The two players are out. Again, the ball short of a good length. On the offside, there's a little misfield at the point. Batsman crossover for a single.
Good ball by Justin. Well defended by the batsman. So, George, what do you think? How both teams match up for this game? Any favorites?
Well, I don't know about favorites, but I think they both are um, equal teams in terms of strength, batting and bowling. Because I saw the group they were in, they both won 2 games each. They lost one, so it will definitely be a good game. And it all, I think, Samp Army won the toss. I think it's gonna work in their favor. If they can post a good total like they did yesterday, it's definitely going to help them. Again, it's a big game, batting first, less pressure.
Right.
Um, so yeah, but overall it'll be a good game today.
Right. There was on the last ball. It was a great shot by Andres for a six. So once again, it was a good comeback by the bowler for this time. Again, batsman defended. Andres defended the ball again. But last ball was slightly overpitched, and Andreas just latched onto it and did an excellent off drive over the fielder's head for 6 runs. So we have Samp Army on 18 for 0 in 2 overs. Justin went for 12 runs, conceded 12 runs in his first over. Monik Patel will be on the strike for the next over. Uh,
Amila coming in for his second over from the commentary end. Monak is on strike. Monak, captain of the USA Cricket. On striker Andreas Goes, who's been drafted in to play major league for Washington Freedom. And again, short ball on the off stump, lofted over, long off for a boundary. And also wanted to introduce today, we have umpires Suresh Yoramutu at the non-striker, main umpire, and also the square leg umpire today is Ishan Mule. We have a third umpire as well, Harsh Upaluru. Again, ball a little bit fuller length on the outside, the off stump, driven towards between point and extra cover for a boundary.
there was a very nice shot. One more time. Monik Patel, 4 runs. So back to my question, George. Yeah, you're right. I think at this level, when the team get to quarterfinals, they have proven themselves, and you cannot really guess who's gonna win because both teams, all teams are very talented, and if they make the quarterfinals, they have proven themselves. So let's look forward to a great game and see how it goes. Uh, it's just a battle of nerves at this time. So.
Ball, the leg stump, the fuller length, driven to mid wicket for a single. I think both openers are doing really well. I mean, they're going at over 150 strike rate. Monarch 10 out of 6. Andreas Goes 12 out of 7. But they
Again, very, very well picked by the batsman. Beautiful shot, 6 runs by Andreas. And Andreas had a very good day yesterday too. Still in the touch, and just carrying on from yesterday.
actually this is the first time I'm commentating for a long time, so my mic was off. I spoke for probably a couple of minutes. Didn't realize.
That's okay. It happens.
Sorry about that. But last ball of the over coming up. The full ball on the Midland leg and take Lofted over, wide long on for a 6.
Again, everything over pitch. Batsmen are just going after the ball. And as I said, Andres is in a very good touch. Even from yesterday, he's just carrying on from yesterday. Um, Very neat and clean middle of the bat over the long on for 6 runs. So Samp Army is 39 for 0 after 3 overs.
Yeah, speaking of favorites, we spoke about
Yeah,
favorite. As I said,
yeah.
I don't know T20. I don't know if I can pick a favorite honestly, but I think Sam probably um,
They,
I would say peaking at the right time. They had a
right.
great game yesterday against a strong opponent, Baltimore Royals. They scored 280 odd runs and also got Baltimore um, in check for less than 150. So and then today, so far they look like they started yesterday, same as yesterday. So Andre Goes looks fantastic again. Again, Monang Patel also looking good. They have Sai Teja who scored 100 yesterday. Next man to come in, uh, prodigy of cricket here in USA. So I would probably think Samp is slightly ahead, but you never know in a T20.
I totally agree. But I think you are right. I would give Sam Parmit a little bit of the edge at this point for two reasons. One's the way they played yesterday and the way they were playing today. At this point, both the batsmen look in very good nick. And batting first, if they can put on the board 200 plus runs today, um, chasing is always a little challenging. And if they're able to uh, get some early wickets. Uh, they could be in a winning position. But let's see what happens. How far it's just the opening pair, so let's see how far they go. But they must put at least 200 plus on the board to make it competitive. Again, a very good shot. Again, very well picked over pitch ball by Andreas on the leg side for 6 runs. Andreas moved to 24 in 11 balls.
There was a bowler change at the other side. Nazir Hussain bowling with the left arm off spin. I think that's exact bowling style that Andreas likes to go after. Ball pumped over mid wicket. The ball is lost. I guess they will define the ball. Next ball, midland pitched midland leg, short of a length, kicked up a little bit. I've seen even yesterday there were a couple of times, few times, maybe once or twice, ball stayed a little bit down low, and then a couple of times it kicked up. I don't know, is it because the dew or I don't know what's going on, but overall there has been a consistent bounce.
That is correct, and I think that is because of the nature of the pitch. Every time you play on AstroTurf,
Here's a wicket,
the
ball
wicket.
pitched outside the off stump, a little short of a length, driven straight to fielder at covers, short covers, and Monang Patel is out.
I think Monang Patel was trying to go over the fielder, but he couldn't really connect it the way he wanted to, and it just went straight to the hands of the fielder in the covers. So good wicket for Atlanta Fire. So they have broken the opening partnership.
I was ball. Yeah, I think it ball pitched outside the off-stump pitch. I think Ray's kicked up a little bit more than he expected. That's why he tried to readjust the shot, but couldn't really get it over to the covers fielder. Um, but here we have next man in, the one and only Sai Teja Mukamala, US player, 19 years old. He had a fantastic game yesterday. Pretty much, I would say he put up a batting masterclass. Started slow and then went on to score 100 odd runs at a really good strike rate, over 180. He's facing the first ball from Nasir Hussain. Team would like Samp Army would like to see a Sai Teja go on, continue to show his excellent batting yesterday as well, today as well. Let's see what he has. What do we have today? But the pair, Andreas and Sai, was excellent. They have probably played almost 16 overs yesterday. I think Monang Patel got out early, but they're again together to get today. But that was the end of the over. Looks like Justin Dill is coming from. He switched his end. Let's see what. Probably wants to try something different from this end, from the commentary end. Looks like the first ball looks like it was a little slower ball outside the off stump. Andreas had to really wait a touch to play the ball. Unity Cup has provided a replay, the umpire reviews today. We have, looks like there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras almost. Oh, there are 7 cameras. That's what the cameraman, 6 cameras. That's what, sorry about that. That's what cameraman is saying. We have 6 cameras today. We are going to have umpire reviews for runouts, caught behind. And I don't think I've ever seen that here anywhere, not in the East Coast. The second ball is the fuller length, pumped straight over the long on fielder for a 6. Justin has been maintaining really good, nice line and length. Just touch short of a good length, and he was getting decent bounce, but this one he gave a little bit fuller. But Andreas is not letting anything easy balls go. Good comeback from Justin. Probably he looks like he cut the pace a little down a little bit, and there was a found his length back again. Next ball pitched midland leg, thong over backward square leg boundary for a 6. You know, this is not. I mean, here we go. Check that again. The ball, yeah, it's any day. Andrew is gonna put that away. It was a short of a length. Ball sat up nicely. and goers all have to swivel and then put the ball on the bat. Well-timed shot over square leg for a 6. As I was saying, margin of error is very less on this wicket because ball sits up nicely, touch short, and these are excellent batsmen at the wicket. They're not gonna go anything loose, deliveries go by. So the margin of error is very low. So, but Justin had a good tournament thus far, but today it looks like he has his work cut out. Short of a good length ball outside the off stump, sliced towards wide third man for a couple of runs. Boundary riders for Justin Dill is one of the wideish third man. I would say backward point on the boundary, and then we have one deep square leg man in the boundary. Last ball coming up. Same ball, same shot. Wide third man or backward point for a single. Score is Samp Army is at 27 for 0 for no wicket in 3 overs. Should be 5 overs. Sorry. 62 runs for 1 wicket in 5 overs. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's very good run rate they're going through right now, over than 12 runs per over. So Samp Army right where they wanted to be. We have Santeja come in after Munaf Patel's wicket, and Santeja also scored a century yesterday. Wow, nice shot. Excellent shot by Andres. One more time, ball was overpitched. Went over the cover, went over the long off boundary for 6 runs. Andreas moved to 46. Yesterday, George, Andreas also scored, and he got out in 90s yesterday, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he scored 85
85,
yesterday
yes.
from 34 balls
Yes.
at a strike rate of 250. He had 9 sixes yesterday and 6 boundaries.
Right. So he's an absolute great touch today, and he's just carrying on where he left off yesterday. So uh, good for Samp Army.
I was saying, I think someone earlier that we have a major league coming up end of in July. But a lot of these players are playing in major league. So if you want to see them up close, you should all come by at Bolen Park today because most of them are here. Second ball is this way again, fuller length, just the line was different. This over pitched on midland leg, hit straight over wideish mid wicket. I would say cow corner for another 6.
He has a beautiful shot. Another Andreas, very well connected, very well timed. Yes, you're right, George. Absolutely. The talent which has shown up in Unity Cup, it's I think best in last 2 seasons. And if you are not doing anything, if you are free, please come to the grounds and watch all these stars playing. Many of them will be part of U.S. cricket team too, and they are part of major leagues. So please come and watch your favorite players at Philip Bolen Park in Leesburg, Virginia. Both the quarterfinals, all 4 quarterfinals are being played here today. So come out, support your team, support your players. Another 4 by Andreas, past gully and point region. Nicely cut.
5 balls into the over. We are already at 20 runs. This is another good over for Samp Army. I think Nasir is trying to round the wicket this time just to change line and length. But again, nicely. Looked like he glided the ball to the third man. Nice gentle touch, but they were able to return for 2 runs. Score is 84 for 1. Samp Army is going nicely here. 84 for 1 in 6 overs. Run rate is fantastic. Again, look at that. I think looks like pretty close. That was a nice touch shot from Andreas. We have a bowling change. Calvin Savage coming up from commentary end for his first over of the spell. Sai Teja is on strike. We have boundary riders are deep extra cover, and we have long on 2 boundary riders. Let's see what we have in this over.
Yes, Calvin has a good height, so he has the advantage of raising the ball from good length or more closer to the batsman. So I think he will be an effective bowler. Again, a very good single by Sateja. Just stuck the ball to the leg side. The bowler was the fielder was a little close to the 30-yard circle, and by the time he got to the ball, the batsman already had completed their run. So good running between the batsmen.
Sai looks like following his exact same template as yesterday. Even yesterday, he took about, I think, 10, 15, 10, I would say 10 balls. He was going to run a ball. After that, I think after that he went berserk, and he was just going toe to toe with Andreas for sixes, matching sixes and boundaries. One good part of that innings was he played all around the field. I didn't see it. I was here yesterday too, watching the entire game. At no point it looked like he was going to one side of the wicket. He was hitting boundaries and sixes all over. I mean, 360, I would say.
You are absolutely right. The good part about yesterday's inning, Saiteja's inning, was he took his time, he built the partnership, and didn't took too many chances. And once he settled down, it was no stopping him.
I don't think
So
there were any
yes,
chances at all, honestly. Um, the you know they were going at probably almost like about 180 strike rate, both of them,
right.
just like today. And good thing today, Andres is already batting at 70 from 26. So that kind of he's going at over 200 strike rate. So it's a perfect for Sai Teja to get in. His 1 run from 3 balls. He can take his time because team is doing excellent. They have 88 from 6.3 balls. So once he sets, we all know what he can do.
Exactly.
Again, the ball, uh, Cal,
Good.
Calvin is
Right.
straying the ball a little bit and is struggling to get his line and length like he did yesterday. He had an excellent spell yesterday. He took 2 wickets against Baltimore Royals. He had a good bowling display, but today, I guess it takes good comeback ball.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling he's trying to generate some extra pace, and that's why he strayed couple of balls. But he should be. I think and he had a hard advantage. If he keeps the ball in the right areas, it will be hard for the batsman to play. So he shouldn't go after uh, you know try to generate too much pace. He should go within whatever his normal pace is. So
Touch short of a length. pulled straight to mid wicket for a single. See, the other thing is Taj, but is that these players know each other a lot. They play with each other a lot in minor league and all these, U.S. Open, Houston Open. So and Calvin and Andreas are from the same country, South
Yeah,
Africa.
right.
So they played each other a lot. So they know each other's weaknesses, strength, and all. So I think that's one of the things that plays in Calvin's mind is that okay, I gotta be accurate with my line and length because anything lose, you know what Andre is gonna do. So
Yeah, that is right, George. These players, they not only from the same country, but within U.S. they've been playing each other. So they, most of the players know each other. They know their pluses and minuses. So it's a good battle. So
that's the end of seventh over. We are at 91 for one. Um, we're going at a strike rate of current run rate of 13 even. Again, this is the quarterfinal, first game of quarterfinal of Unity Cup. We've been playing since we've been waiting for that. Now the tournament is going to the business end. There's another game that's going on at Bolen 1. That's also it's another excellent game. Um, Again, we have really high quality players and on display today. We have players that are playing. They played minor league last year. They're going to play minor league this year. There are players who's drafted in major league. For example, Stephen Taylor, who's keeping today because Lahiru Milanta is not playing. So Stephen Taylor has been drafted in MI New York. Andreas Goes, he's drafted in Washington Freedom. Sai Teja, Texas. Um, I don't know what the name is. I think they keep changing the name. Texas team. So there is so many. Calvin Savage is also is part of a roster. I think Los Angeles. So there is so many high caliber player on display here in our right in the backyard. So come on out. Um, there's another game in the afternoon as well, but you can come on out, bring your tent, bring your whatever blankets, picnic basket, whatever. Just come on out, enjoy a great game.
there was a good ball by Jay. They tucked away by the batsman on the left side. Just a single run. Stephen Taylor is, I believe, is also part of the U.S. cricket team currently, right?
Of course, yeah,
Yes, yeah. So
they're
yeah,
actually leaving. They were supposed to leave. I think some of them left already. They're leaving pretty soon
for
for to play
Zimbabwe.
World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, in Zimbabwe, right?
Yeah,
Yes. So
yeah, and same goes
yeah.
Jay
Okay.
Patak, his first
One more
over of the
time.
tournament.
Yeah.
He didn't play yesterday. The second ball, lofted straight to mid, long off. That is a catch, well taken on the boundary line. That is end of Andreas' innings. Andreas played really well for 71 from 28 balls, but that is a wicket Atlanta Fire was looking to get because Andreas going at a very high strike rate. Atlanta was pretty pleased to see Andreas walking back. Looked like ball was a little bit away from than he expected. He had to reach out that ball fuller length outside the off stump. I think it went a little higher than Andreas wanted, but nevertheless, great batting by Andreas, great innings, but equally good catch for the fielder at long off boundary.
Right. So I think Andreas wanted, maybe he was trying to make a little more flatter, but it just went up, and so it just stood up in the air. But good catch at the boundary. It was a well judged catch by the fielder.
Yeah, so speaking of the players, yeah, there's Stephen Taylor, there's Sai Teja, who's batting. He's also part of the team. Um,
Yeah,
Monank, of course, he's the captain.
Bolen,
We have
right.
Aaron Jones, who's the vice captain of the national team. He's playing for Atlanta Fire. He's fielding it. I think it looks like his favorite spot is short covers. He does excellent. Yesterday I was watching. He took a blinder of a catch. It's probably I would say international test level catch. He
Right.
had to dive full length to his left and gobbled up the catch. It's just as if he does it every day.
Right.
Uh, Excellent fielder. So Nisarg Patel is on the field as well.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of USA players playing in this match. and there's going to be few in the afternoon match as well.
Right, great talent all around, so.
नंबर उसको दिखा है हाँ
The new batsman. The our new batsman is Basil. Since Andreas is gone now, Sateja been he has been there for a few overs now, so he needs to he needs to pick up the innings at this point. Samp in 95 for 2 in 7.5 overs. The last ball of Jay is coming in. That was a good ball. Well played by Sateja. Just back to the bowler. No run taken. So Samp is 95 for 2 after 8 overs. Currently, the run rate is about 12 runs per over. So Basil will be facing Calvin now, taking his guard. Uh, Slight adjustments in the field. I think he's setting up a deep point. Again, a very good ball by Calvin. Well defended by Basil. Again, Basil charged the second ball. Second ball for Calvin went over the long off boundary for 4 runs.
That was
Beautiful
actually a
shot.
beautiful shot. The
Beautiful
ball
shot.
wasn't actually in his zone.
Right.
He's probably pitched a little bit touch leg side of leg stump, but he had to convert that, hit that because there's a long on boundary. He
Right.
couldn't go to the long on, so he just converted that over, hit that over long off,
Oh,
wide long off for a boundary. Beautifully executed shot by Basil.
correct. I think he noticed that the fielder was inside. He wasn't too deep on the boundary, so he went over the fielder. Again, Calvin tried to go short. Didn't rise the way he wanted to. The batsman able to pull it on the right. Just ball went straight to the fielder. Only 1 run taken.
We are into ninth over of the innings. The boundary riders so far we have wideish deep third man. We have deep extra cover. We have long on, and we have boundary square leg, and also we have a fine leg on the boundary. That was a he has to re-bowl that just straight on down the leg side again. Well, luckily he didn't connect that. That was really poor ball.
All right. I have
he had put the bat on that, they would have gone out. That
right.
should have been easy 6 runs for them. But
Yeah, I have a feeling Calvin is trying to direct that short ball at the body, but so far he's not able to do that. You know, uh, last
I,
ball was
I think that's exactly the ball that he was trying to do. He was
directed
kind of
right.
directing the ball towards to his chest high,
Just
but he just missed the direction the previous ball.
again a good ball, almost a Joker, almost a Yorker, well dug out by the batsman. No run taken.
Score rate has come down a little bit since last couple of overs, since Andreas got out. We're going at about 12 run rate at this, because this over has been a good one for Atlanta Fire, going just for one boundary, other than the white ball. But overall, this has been a probably first good over for Atlanta, and that's good finish by Calvin, and generate about it's good pace as well. Taj, what do you think would be the score at the Samp Army looking at?
Well, they have to go 200 plus. There's no nothing. No question about it. If they want to be on a safe side, Atlanta Fire is a very good team. Anything under 200 runs, I believe they will be able to chase it down. So anything over than 200 will make the will make the game very competitive. So, but if they ended up 170, 180, I think Atlanta Fire will not have any issues chasing that score. So. But let's see. Right now they are right on target. They are up there. 11 runs per over. If they keep up this run rate, they should have over than 200 runs. But the main thing is they should be holding on to the wickets. So
Bolen, that's the first ball from
ball.
Jay Patak's second over.
Right.
Uh, Sai Teja probably looking to hit it over mid wicket,
I think it
but
was a very
completely missed
soft
the line.
dismissal. Very soft dismissal. The it was unnecessary shot at this point. I think he just ball was pitched at a very good length, and he just went across. So, but that's part of the game. So let's see how Samp Army adjusts now. Sateja was one of the major scorers. Excellent batting yesterday. So we have no batsman come in, a new partnership starting. The Basin is also not on the wicket for too long. So both of these batsmen need to adjust now. So
Obas Pina is the new batsman in for Samp Army. Yesterday he came at two down. I think because of the way Sai and Andreas going, they got out. They lost that wicket at the 16th over, so that was a perfect time for Obas. Today he he was delayed a bit. They sent Basil up the order because I think it's probably a little early. Obas is an excellent batsman. He can play long shots. Um, let's see what he's coming in a tricky situation. Today they're also playing a one batsman short. Lahiru is not playing, so we'll see how Oba is going to continue his innings today.
again, tap the ball on the leg side. Just one run for the batsman. So Jacobus opened his account on the very first ball he faced. Basil on the strike now on 7. So Jay already has taken 2 wickets. Just less than 2 overs. So again, well played by Basil. 1 run taken.
Sam, probably I don't know if they're gonna go long shots now here on for the next few overs because they don't have. I mean, they lost their their big players already, Andreas and Sai. From here on, they're looking to probably rotate, collect singles and doubles for next 4 or 5 overs. Go over maybe 150 in 15 overs.
That is correct, George. I think they need to be careful. They should not be losing any more wickets till at least 15, 16 overs, and then go on the charge after that. To once they get to 150, then they can start the onslaught and try to go over 200. But
Jay Patak has been doing excellent.
right.
Great over so far, including a wicket of Sai Teja and then going for singles. He's doing fantastic, what exactly the Atlanta Fire needed. So going back to your prediction, you said over 200. I completely agree. Samp definitely needs over 200 because if Steven Taylor Atlanta keeps going, he gets going and there's no stopping. So 200 should be the minimum.
Yeah, that is correct. And as I said, we're dealing with at this point very highly talented team both. So um, but you cannot take anything for granted. So you have to go over 200, and then try to defend it with your bowlers. But
We are
let's
halfway through the innings, 10 overs up. Sam Parmy is 105 for the loss of 3 wickets. Again, Sam Parmy won the toss this morning, and elected to bat. They probably lost, I think, Taj. I think they lost Sai Tej a little quicker than the team expected. I know Andreas, they lost Andreas, but they probably was hoping Sai to stay a little bit longer, just to anchor that innings one side a little bit more longer. But then again, the ball was there to hit, to put it away. He went for it. Didn't got a little unlucky there not to connect, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I
we'll
think
see what happened here. Here we go.
short ball, Midland leg, lofted over mid wicket for a six.
Yeah, that was a very again one more time the ball was a little short. Batsman picked it up very early and pulled it very nicely over mid wicket for 6 runs. So uh,
Oh yeah, sorry.
uh,
Amila back on the attack, back on the bowling. His bowling is third over. First ball pulled towards deep mid wicket for a six. Second ball is a wide ball. Obus is not going to miss out anything loose ball again. He knows that again the short ball, same treatment over cow corner for another huge six.
right, same ball, same result. Again, very well picked by the batsman. Yeah, the bowler needs to pitch it a little bit up. He's been a little bit short so far. Is again that's a good comeback by the bowler. I think he realized he was bowling short. He picked it up a little bit, so batsman was a little defensive at this point. No run taken. Again, a good ball, good drive, good off drive, 1 run.
That is a perfect length to bowl, in
Right.
fact, line and length, because on this wicket, this field, anything short, middle and leg, it's gone. Forget it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna go. And square leg boundaries, the leg side, each square side boundaries are about 60, 62 yards, a little shorter than, but the straight boundaries are about 67, 68 yards. So anything short of a length, they will batsmen will punish the balls. I mean,
Exactly.
that length just not on.
Yeah, but and especially with the slower ball on these pitches, especially the AstroTurf pitches, um, the ball doesn't really zip, so it kind of stands up, and it's very easy for the batsman to pull. So, um,
Looks like we have a ball change. Yesterday, a couple of times, the threading came off, so we had to change the ball twice. One, actually, the ball 2 overs old. The thread came off. They had to change it. Then again, at that around 17th or 18th over, we had to change the ball. I don't know what's going on with the ball, but it's
exactly,
first time
yeah,
I see. Maybe because the
yeah.
dew. I don't know.
No, yeah, I was surprised too. I mean, these balls, I believe they are pretty good quality from
Yeah,
SG. They're using
yeah,
SG balls, but
yeah.
but the one ball yesterday which had the whole, in the middle, the whole strip came out, which kind of surprising. So, uh, but yeah, so we have a change of a ball at this point. Apparently there was something wrong with the ball. They have to use ball which is almost the same condition. Once again, Amila came in, adjusted the length very well. Only one run taken. Again, a nice off drive straight to a fielder. Coming in for the last ball of the over. Well defended by the batsman. Good ball by Amla. Good comeback. The Samp Army is 120 for 3 in 11 overs. Jacobus on 16. Basil on 9. I believe there's some more discussion going on between the two batsmen. JP is continuing his bowling. Again, a good ball rose from the very good length. Batsman trying to cut it, couldn't connect it. Well collected by the keeper, no run. Oh, excellent fielding by the fielder in the covers. Full dive, very well fielded. If he would have missed fielded, probably would have gone for a four. So he saved 4 runs for sure.
Great bowling, great length, good good pace, good line and length. I think Jay did not play first 3 games. This is the first time he's coming in. I don't know if you other teams had a chance to look at him, but the way he's bowling, he's been great. 8 runs from 2.3 overs, 2 big wickets he has taken so far. So this is probably he's probably the trump card of the team today.
Right, he's the pick of the bowler so far for Atlanta Fire, but yes, he has done an excellent job. Again, Very well bowled. Only batsman could do was stop it and just take a single. It went on to the onside. I'm surprised they didn't play him in the first few games, but I mean he's conceded only 9 runs so far in almost 3 overs. Two more balls to go for his third over, but this is an excellent spell. Again, a good ball, and batsman tried to heave it over the leg side. Totally missed it. He's lucky that the ball did not hit the stumps. I think Jay is really frustrating the batsman. He's not giving them any room to hit the ball, and that's what happens when you bowl on good land. Then batsmen can't do anything. They get frustrated and they try to take chances. So one more time. Beautiful bowling, very good bowling by Jay. So in 3 overs, he has conceded only 9 runs and 2 wickets. Excellent going, Jay, so far. So Samp Army is 122 for 3 in 12 overs. So, looks like we have a new bowler coming in, Zia Mohammed S. It was a good ball by Mohammed, only 1 run taken. Ball went, batsman tucked to the leg side. So we have a new bowler coming, Zia Mohammed. One more time. Again, the best batsman played on the leg side and 1 run taken. Yes, so far Mohammed is keeping it very tight, not giving enough rooms free to the batsmen to free their arms, pitching it all the right areas.
Lofted again,
Look,
wanted extra cover. That's a catch. Beautiful taken catch. Zia has been bowling excellent leg spin. It was a nice setup. One pitched on the Midland leg. Second ball, this one nice setup to the pole to the plan. There was a fielder deep extra cover, and also wide long off. Great wicket. It's a big wicket actually.
right. So again, this is just like Jay was bowling, a very tight liner length, and it frustrates the batsmen, and then they come out and take chances. So very good bowling by Mohammed. First 3 balls only went for 3 runs, 1 run each. So the batsman tried to hit for a 4 on the fourth ball and got caught. So I think it's you know good comeback by Atlanta Fire. So So at this point, you think George Samp Army can go over 200 or not? They already got 4 wickets down, I believe.
Well, I hope Obus needs to. The key is Obus. He needs to stay till the end. If he stays, they will have 200 runs. So it all depends on because they now pretty much into their, I would say, tail end because Ashley Nurse on. I mean, they're pretty much they're bowlers. Of course, they can bat a bit at this level. Of Ashley Nurse is a fantastic international he's a fantastic player with a lot of international experience. Um, he's from Caribbean, of course, as we all know. Um, played first class cricket for Barbados. He is part of 2016 T20 World Cup for a West Indies team. He played in CPL as well. But again, if these they can stay till maybe another. Now it's we are into 13th over. If they can continue to stay till 16th, 17th over, 200 is still within reach.
Okay.
Ashley Nurse can hit a long balls. Of course, Obus he's also you know strong all around the ground. And again, as we speak, no ball has been called.
Yeah, that was, I think it's a foot no ball. Umpire showing it to the bowler, and it's a free hit. Let's see if batsmen can take advantage of this free hit. They do need some runs. Jay bowled very well. Now Mohammed's over is going very well so far. Um, and this is the last ball of the over too. So since it's a free hit, so
In fact, this wasn't called no ball for front foot. I think it looked like he called no ball for going far too across the line, and rightly the free hit has been trying. Well, it's
one run.
Ashley Nurse went for a big shot, but just managed to get single. He was trying to go for a big shot, but lost the shape. Edge towards the deep cow corner. But again, so what I was saying, it wasn't for the front foot. Looked like he bowler went across that middle stump to middle stump line.
Okay.
So pretty much, although he was bowling right arm over, that became almost like a right arm round the wicket. So your front foot cannot go across the middle stump line. As soon if it goes over, then it becomes that's a no ball. I saw someone trying yesterday as well in Bolen one field, and umpire called no ball because at this level, bowlers are trying. They're pushing the limit because wicket is a great batting friendly wicket. They're trying everything.
Correct. Okay. I didn't realize that part. Okay, because it looked like he was showing in the front line, but yeah, so it makes sense. Yeah, if he had gone across the stumps in the middle stump, then just that will be given a no ball. So good umpiring. Good. You know.
Right. I mean, see, what happens? A lot of this. I mean, I'm sure at this level they need to know, but a lot of players don't know that. They think that only front foot or the back foot are the no balls, but you can't go too far across that line as well.
Well, Jade coming in for his last over his spell. So far, he's bowled excellent. Again, a dot ball. All right. So Jay continuing with excellent bowling. Last over his spell, first two ball with a dot ball. Yes, it went third ball went to fine leg, just one run taken by the batsman so far. So three more balls to go to complete his 4 over spell. So far, he has conceded only 10 runs and taken 2 wickets. So great spell by JP. Pick up the bowlers for. Oops, yeah. Again, great ball by Jay. Only batsman could do was defend it.
I totally agree with you, Taj, that Jay is weaving an excellent spell here
Yeah.
for Atlanta Fire. It's probably this is something unexpected for Samp Army. I think he pulled things back when Jay came on to the first over. Samp Army was going excellent. They were going almost like 13 runs and over, but misfield there. A batsman were able to cross for a single.
Yeah,
But
little.
once he came on to spell
Right.
and everything kind of stopped, he took the first that first wicket. He took Andreas' wicket. That's when everything stopped. Pretty much, they're back down to less than 10 runs and over now.
Right. All right, last ball of his last over for his spell. Again, very well bowled, very well bowled. Only 1 run could batsman could take on that. So Jay finished with 11 runs, 2 wickets in 4 overs. So good job, Jay. Excellent bowling. So now Jay's spell is over. Obviously, they have to change the bowler on that end. So that might be a good chance. Let's see if we can, if Sam Army can pick up on some of the other bowlers and go after them. They're still only 4 wickets down.
So 14 overs up. Zia Mohammed is going to continue to bowl. Zia has bowled um, 1 over. He went for 5 runs. They still, I mean, Samp still has 6 wickets in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, but not a whole lot of true batsmen left. There are some all-rounders. I know um, the current batsman, Obus, and
Ashley, I think he even yesterday he hit some good shots if I remember. So Ashley can hit the ball. So let's see how it goes. But Mohammed is bowling very well too. So it's a good battle between Mohammed and the batsman at this point. He's keeping the line very tight. Okay. Oh, very well cut. A good cut by Ashley, and went for 4 runs.
yeah, I mean, Zia has been bowling well. First over, 5 runs. Second over, 2 balls into the over, he picked up a Ashley picks up a boundary. But Samp Army cannot stay quiet too long. They're into 15th over, and this ball wide of the off stump, lofted up. There was an
Oh,
excellent catch
excellent catch.
by Calvin. He had to cover decent ground. Calvin was feeling it long off. Ball was lofted over between long off and extra cover. He had to cover good 30 yard to make an excellent catch.
Yeah,
That was a big wicket that was another wicket that Atlanta Fire was looking for. I know Ashley knows if he stayed at the wicket what he can do.
yeah,
But
that was an excellent catch. You're right, George. Especially with covering with that ground and then sliding down and took a very good catch. And at this point, as the wickets are piling up, Samp Army it will go under pressure. As the wickets are falling down. So it's a good comeback by Atlanta Fires, and it all started after Andreas' wicket. So they've been, you know, their bowlers are doing a very good job keeping the very tight liner length, frustrating the batsmen, taking chances, and in the process losing wickets. So I think at this point, Samp Army needs to have some kind of game plan. How far they want to go. So uh, maybe as I said, rotate the strike, maybe hit spun 70, 180. You know, uh,
You see the jersey number, Dikai? Oh, 22.
22.
Jinev Joshi. Next man in Jinev Joshi. He hasn't batted yet in this tournament yet. First ball, driven wideish extra cover for 2 runs. He was in the team. I think he was a mostly substitute. I think the teams are giving opportunities to the rest of the players as well. Of course, Jinev is an excellent batsman, primarily a bowler, but he can bat as well. But at this point, I think Taj, what the team needs. Oh, that was an easy.
yeah,
That was a gift.
yeah.
That was a gift of wicket to the bowler. Good ball. Batsman wanted to rotate, to drive that to wide or to the short mid wicket for a single. There were no fielders at the leg side inside the circle. He wanted to drive that for a single, but ended up um, edging it to straight back to the bowler.
Right, a very, very good bowling by Mohammed, keeping at the right spots. Uh, so again, good comeback, by Atlanta Fire. At one point, Sam Parton was going at 14 runs and over, so they have really tailed them down. Uh,
Yeah, looks like he played a little bit earlier than he wanted. Also, it looks like it took an edge, outside edge, and went to the bowler. Atlanta is doing excellent. I mean, I think looks like they came with the plan that their plan didn't change, although Samp Army was going at 14 runs and over early on, first 10 overs, but Jay Patak and Zia really pulled things back for Atlanta. Now picking regular wickets is a regular interval. The runs are not coming. Runs are pretty much drying up. So I would say at this point, Samp Army needs to just get singles and doubles for next couple of overs. Maybe keep wickets. There's not really they're six down.
right, excellent over by Zia Mohammed. After 2 overs, he has conceded only 11 runs and already taken 3 wickets. So with Jay and Mohammed, 5 wickets are between these two bowlers. So it's a good. Both of these bowlers have been turned out very well for Atlanta Fire. And you're right, George. They need to watch out for next few overs and don't and try not to lose any wickets. We're already at 15 overs, so 5 more overs to go. Uh, Again, the overs are we have only 5 overs, so it's a fine line where they want to where do they where do they want to start hitting the ball. So with 136 for 6 after 15 overs, at this point I would say 170, 180 would
Yeah.
be a good score if they can get to that.
Well,
So
yeah.
yeah,
136, 15 overs,
yeah,
5 overs to go. At this
yeah.
point, I think Samp Army cannot take it light anymore. They have to keep play their shots. So pretty much 30 balls left. Calvin Savage is coming back for his second spell, for his third over. Zia Mohammed has 2 overs left. Let's see. It's going to be interesting how Samp is going to go through with the rest of the game. First ball driven to wideish, well, between square leg and the mid wicket for a single by Obus. Nisarg is facing. Nisarg has only faced one ball so far, so he's facing a second ball. So having said that, I don't think Amila is going to bowl anymore. He bowled 3 overs. We have Justin Till has 2 overs left. Calvin Savage has um, 1 over after this. Chip. This ball was fuller length of the outside the off stump. Chipped over midweek to cover or to mid off. Looked like it was a chance of catch, but I don't think ball
Yeah, it wasn't.
went too far. Yeah.
It went too far. But I think you noticed Calvin changed his end. Maybe maybe there was some issues with the other end of the bowling. So let's see if he can bowl. It was little short. Good.
Beautiful shot outside the off stump, short of a good length. Slap right back, a little bit right side of the left side of the bowler, but fielder at the mid off did not have a chance to cut it off. It was another much needed boundary after probably 2 overs. This time fuller length ball, midland leg, driven to a long on for a single. 4 balls up in this over. We have 7 runs thus far. Ideally, they probably want to score about 10 runs and over this over and probably next couple of overs. Take the score to 160, 170. Then last 3 overs, they probably want to go all out. Slower ball down the leg.
And it's
I
coming
think that's going to be that'll be a 5 wides or
five wides and a bye. Bye. No, sorry, wide, 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 sorry, wide.
Calvin tried to bowl the slower balls but missed the direction very wide down the line.
One more time. See how he raised the ball. It's one of the advantages of his height is very at good length, and the keeper almost collected at his head height. So the good runs. The Samp Army got a gift of 5 runs in last over with 5 wides. So Samp Army 147 for 7 after 16 overs.
Good comeback by Calvin. I think that's what he was trying to do. Probably set up Nisarg, but good comeback. It's the Nisarg is bold. Yeah, he got bold. He's the one who got bold. Yeah, good comeback by Calvin. Good finish to the over. Although he went for 11 runs in that over, but he was able to pick up a wicket at the end of that over. We have 4 overs left. ZI is coming back for his third over. Why not? He's been doing excellent thus far. He bowled 2 overs, 11 runs, picked 3 wickets, and that three big wickets. That Basil, Ashley Nurse, and Jinev Joshi. Coming back. This probably it could be his last over. I don't know if they're going to give him one more over because we have long long hitters coming up.
I think Jacobus needs to take the strike now, and he should try to take the strike as much as possible because I think at this point he's the only recognized batsman left, and try to take as many runs as possible.
New batsman in the Saurabh Netravalkar. He is a former captain of um, USA Cricket. He can bat. He's handy with the bat as well. I've seen him play bat couple of days ago at Bolen 1. He can also strike long. Uh, but I agree with you, Taj, that to Obas needs to take more strike at this point. I mean, the more he does, that I think there are better chances of them getting bigger strikes. Yeah, the Saurabh can hit as well, and of course after that, I think I'm sure next man in is going to be Najib Shah. He can hit, but yeah, Obas needs to take more strike.
Right, they need to rotate the strike and give him and let Jacob face as many balls as possible. Uh, and again, he's a recognized batsman. He can hit the ball if he can get going. So they should get to the target of 170, 180. At least they should get to the 170s and 80s. So make the game a little competitive. One more time, he tried to come down to the wicket. The bowler ball a little bit short of the length, and the batsman couldn't connect. Good bowling, good thinking by Zia Mohammed.
Excellent bowling thus far. Three balls into the over. All
There we go.
excellent. Well, just speaking of excellent bowling, this was short of a length on the midland leg, pulled over mid wicket across the into the second field up there for a big six.
That's why it's so important for Jacobs to take the strike because he can hit these big shots, and you cannot afford any more dot balls at this point. So
Oh, another shot that goes this time over long off for a huge six.
good
This
going.
was a little bit slower in this time. I think Zia bowled a little bit slower, pulled the length, tried to pull the length, but it still went a little bit fuller.
Yeah.
Um, Lofted over long off fielder. Went probably that's probably about almost 85-yard bound of the six. Missed out on a short ball there by Obus. This would have gone as well.
But good thing there was the last ball was over. So next over again he will
Yeah,
face the next bowler. So
yeah, it's probably worked out better for them, for the
exactly
for
worked
Sam.
out in their favor. So
So I was saying earlier, I don't know if Zia should outbowl this over because they already had because you said at this point they're gonna go for everything. Now this over went for 14, 15 runs. They have the Dill has 2 overs left. They have Calvin has 1 over left. There were 4 overs left, but Samp, they could have used one of them to bowl this last over of Zia, but we'll see.
but I think that they were going after the wickets because they know that Sam Parmy is taking the chances, right? And they were Jack and Mohammed were one of their pick of the bowlers. So it didn't work the way they wanted to, but that's fine. Justin coming back again. So
Yeah, that was a big over, a much needed big over for Samp Army. Um, they are at 162 at 17th over mark. 18 balls to go, about 3 overs to go. Justin Dill, as I said, Justin Dill is coming back for his third over of the spell. If he went for 27 runs from his 2 overs, but for the lower, but it's not going to be easy to put him away. Well, we'll see. This ball
yeah,
was a little bit short of a good length, or just a little bit fuller than Justin expected. Obus shimmies down the wicket, tries to loft, but just able to drive to long on for a single. I
yes.
agree with you, Taj, that I think at this point they need to give more strike to Obus.
But,
Saurabh, let's see what Saurabh's going to do, but
yeah, so Torab should try to trade the strike and put Jacobs the batter back to the striker's end. Let's see if he's able to. So if you notice, they are trying to adjust their field so Saurabh can take a single. Let's see what happens.
yeah, we have the boundary riders,
Yeah.
fine leg, deep backward square leg. We have a long on boundary, long off, and also um,
Yes. Again. Well played by Saurabh. Taking one run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fine leg is coming in. Fine leg boundary is coming into the 30-yard circle now. Then the long off going back to the boundary for Obus.
And again, a very good shot. Another six by Jacobs.
That's a huge six.
Huge six.
Ball pitched just slightly, maybe on the midland leg, short of a good length. Obus switch moves across the stumps, pumps it over backward square leg, across the fence, into the woods. Ball is disappeared. We have the crew looking for the ball. And we have a third umpire, Harshvardhan Upuluru, gathering the used ball, see if we can swish ball quickly if we can't find him. But we have Atlanta firefighters in the bushes looking for the ball as well. That's a big six. That was a much needed six for Obus. Looks like they were able to find the ball. That's the one downside of this field on the left side of the field where there's some bushes. If the ball goes there, it takes some work to find it. Looks like Obus missed out on that. It's a similar length ball. He wanted to hoist that over mid wicket, but completely missed the line.
Right. I think the keeper is down. Looked like got hurt on his back a little bit, but getting up.
Looks like he fell on the ball.
He fell on the ball exactly.
Yeah,
He went too
yeah.
fast.
It's
But
okay. He's a big man,
he's a big
Steven
man.
Taylor.
Yeah. So two more balls to go for Justin. Let's see if Jacobson hit another six or four. Again, he tried to connect it, only got the inside edge. Luckily, he didn't went on to hit the stumps. One more ball to go. Let's see if Saurabh can defend it. So Jacobson can be on the strike again for next over.
Looks like Justin did some
Yeah,
amends to this over.
right.
There was a good dot ball, and then there was a slower ball.
Yeah.
It was Obus was able to only connect. He wasn't able to connect that well. It was a nicely done, executed slower ball. But last ball of the over is coming up. I think Sora is probably going to go for this ball, and there's no point rotating. Saurabh has to swing at every single ball from here on. After this ball, they have 2 overs left. They still have about 3 wickets in the kitty, so we'll see what Saurabh's going to do. Big
Better.
swing outside the off stump, misses completely.
So two more overs to go. Samp Army 171 for 7. As we expected, they should get up to 180, 185. Again, a good target. Let's see who will bowl the last 2 overs. Oh, so Justin coming in for his fourth over. Last over of his spell. So Justin is back. He's gonna bowl the last over for his spell. So there was my apologies. There was Calvin. Calvin is back to bowl his last over of his spell. So Obus tried to hit the ball, totally missed the line, no run. First ball, dot ball. Again, right in the slot. Well picked by Jacobson for 6. Excellent shot. Yeah, Calvin needs to. I mean, anything over pitch, Obus is connecting it very well. So they need to, they should avoid throwing the ball over pitch is balling to Obus at this point. But again, Obus is going after every ball at this point. And there was also 50 for Obus, 52, 52 and 27 balls.
Calvin is losing direction here a little bit, bowling straying down the leg for extra. Well, much needed run, another run for Samp Army. Um, 10 balls to go in the innings. Oba's batting nicely, beautifully at 52. He batted well yesterday as well. Um, good comeback by Calvin. Um, we'll see. I think the Sampard is looking to score another 22 runs in the least in the next 9 balls. But
Yeah, they should get up to 200 if they're able to get another 20 runs. But a very good shot.
full toss ball
Uh,
outside the off stump, beautifully driven to a wide extra cover for a boundary. Much needed.
but
Beautiful shot. What a
beautiful
shot that
shot.
was.
Yeah, just went like a bullet. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, if you
very
look
well
at it, he
timed.
didn't
Yeah.
try to overhit. He held the shape nicely. All he did was just time the ball. All he had to do is, and this is a fast outfield. You put the ball, time it well, it's going to go for the boundary.
Another very good shot over the covers for another 4 runs. So Samp Army has came back to life at this time, and they are moving along very nicely.
Obas is showing his
Yeah,
true batting
yeah.
skills today and the high quality batting that he has. This ball wasn't that bad. It was a little bit fuller, yeah, but still he drilled it down wide of the extra cover for boundary. This time Calvin changes line to the Midland leg, driven for a single. Given the last ball of that was the last ball of the ball over.
So Jacob
Good thinking.
Obus will be facing the last over, and Calvin finished his spell with 41 runs for 1 wicket. So 187 for 7 in 19 overs. One more over to go.
Looks like your prediction is coming right. Over 200 runs about,
Uh,
right? 187 in 19 overs, Taj. 1 over to go. Who do you think will bowl the next over? Well, Justin Dill, of course.
I think Dill is coming back.
Yeah, he's their best bowler. I mean, in the team, he's a very smart bowler. He just sticks to one line and length. Especially on this wicket, tends to stay short of a good length, and because of his tall, he gets a good bounce as well. But let's see what Oba's gonna do in this over.
Yeah, the bowler, not sure. He didn't bowl the ball. The batsman wasn't ready or something. But
This is a trick. You know, these days I've seen many bowlers do it. They just want to come in and see. They want to see what batsman is thinking of doing. That's just to take a look at what the batsman is gonna do. Oh,
it was a good ball outside the off stump. No run. No
there's
run
a
taken
cat
on
and
that
mouse
ball.
game going on, Taj. If you
Right.
look at it, right? This time, I think he expected. I think Oba's expected to bowl a little bit short of a good length, maybe shorter ball. He was hoping, but looked like Justin cut the pace down a little bit. Ball slowed down. Beautiful shot, short of a length, pulled over mid wicket, across the fence into the bushes again for a big six.
Very good shot by Obus. And Samp Army moves to 193 for 7. And I think they are moving to the target of 200 runs. I still believe, when I say 200 initially, what I meant was maybe about 210, 215. So even if they finish at 200, I think they'll be short about 10 to 15 runs, in my opinion. But let's see how the game goes.
Well,
You know,
you know,
so
I would say anything over 200,
yeah.
it's a psychological advantage for Sam Parmy because Sam Parmy has a good bowling lineup. Um, you know, they have They have Shannon Gabriel, Najaf Shah, Manoj Acharya, who Manoj Acharya in fact bowled really well yesterday. So their bowling lineup is very good. So anything over 200, Samp Armour is going to take it any day.
Any day.
So of course, 200 is good. Anything over it, it's going to be icing on the
Yeah,
cake.
I totally right.
But we're still waiting for the ball to come back. I guess we lost the ball again.
Yeah,
Um,
your 200 over than 200 runs also gives psychological pressure with the 200 numbers. So,
yeah,
so
yeah, and this is a quarterfinal again. They're chasing. It's not going to be easy.
easy.
But given Samp Army's bowling lineup, with the bowlers I mentioned, Shannon Gabriel, Syed Najaf Shah, Manoj Acharya, Saurabh Netrawalkar, Nisarg Patel, the variety they have, it's not going to be easy. But again, second ball, the full toss outside the off stump, pull towards a mid wicket for a nice stop by the fielder. Batsman able to cross for 2 runs. We are ticking closer to 200, but we are at 193. We still have over 4 balls to go in this over.
But I must say it was a good comeback by Samp Army, especially in the middle overs. The run totally dried up, but overs came back and then caught up. That looked like a drop catch.
That should have been taken.
That
At
should
this
have been
level, that was a nice
right,
skyer,
right.
full ball. Tried to hit the ball too long off, but ball went straight up. Um, Fielder coming in from a 30-yard circle was feeling it extra the covers running in. He, he got underneath the ball, but just could not hold on to the ball. He got
Two
two.
more balls to go. That was a good bowling by the Dale batsman asking for a wide. But of course, umpires thought the other way, not giving a wide.
Well, what happened is that I think he saw batsman moving across. Bowler saw the batsman moving across. I think he bowled a little bit wider. Because batsman moved, umpire did not call that a wide, although it was outside the wide line, which is a fair call.
Fair call, exactly.
Yeah.
If the batsman moved, then of course. The last ball of the inning, again, well connected, over pitch ball, another six, last six on the last ball, and that puts them over 200 margin. So excellent batting by Samp Army. Good comeback by Samp Army. So the target for Atlanta Fire will be 204 runs in 20 overs. A good comeback by Samp Army. So, George, what do you think? What are we looking at this point?
Well, first of all, brilliant batting by Obus, right? 37, I mean 77 from 37 ball. And as you said, where they were in the middle overs, they were kind of at one point from over number 11 to 15, or 16. The runs were barely. I mean, they were coming. They were, but not. They were not coming at the rate that the Samp Army wanted. Probably about 6 to 7 runs. So to be at 203, I think Sam Parham is pretty happy at this with these runs because at one point I thought they were gonna just collapse at probably 170, 180, 190, but I think they probably able to. This is good. Now, given the bowling that Sam Parham has, I think Sam Parham is probably a touch ahead at this point. I would say, but again, it all goes back to how Atlanta bats given their top order, Stephen Taylor, if Stephen Taylor stays for let's say 10 overs, the game will be done. In the sense, it's going to be, Atlanta will be in the game. But if Sam Parmy wants to win this game, they have to take Stephen Taylor early.
I agree with you. It's not only steam table. I think overall they need to take some early wickets. If Atlanta Fire can hold on to the early wickets for 7, 8, 9 overs, I still think I still think they are a little short, 10 to 15 runs. But Atlanta Fire has to hold on to their wickets to chase this total. but it will be an interesting game, and
It'll be a good game.
it will be a good game.
It'll definitely a good game
Definitely good.
because
Both teams are very talented, as we said, both teams knows each other talents and weaknesses, pluses. So let's see what happens. We will come back when the second inning starts. So
Welcome back, guys. We are back live. Samp Army won the toss, batted first, chose to bat first, and they scored 203 for 7. Atlanta Fire is about to begin their chase. As I was saying yesterday, earlier, we have today on-field umpires are Suresh Yoramotu and Ishan Mule. And also we have a third umpire here, Harshvardhan Upaluru.
Right. One of the things I do want to point out for Unity Cup, the way they have arranged. Can you hear me? Check. Check.
My
All right.
co-commentator,
Yes.
Mr. Taj, but I think having some technical difficulties trying to figure out his audio.
Is it working now? Is it? Good. Thank you. Yes, sir. So as I was mentioning before, so one of the things Unity Cup has done an excellent job overall, but especially with all these cameras and the third umpire reviews, and they have gone beyond, anything happening around USA at this point so kudos to Unity Cup management, just making the games more and more enjoyable, and especially the way um, the way they're covering live coverage of the matches. Um, so excellent job.
I don't think we had reviews so far yet, right? I mean, this far we didn't have a chance to. There were no reviews yet,
Reviews for
umpire reviews.
no, 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 not
Not
so
yet,
far. No,
right?
not
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
No. Yeah.
All right, looks like the second innings is underway. USA national team opening bowler Saurabh Netrwalkar. He's going to start the proceeding with his first over. Fantastic bowler. He's from primarily he was in from India. He played Ranji, the first class cricket in India. Moved here to play minor league cricket. Became eligible to play for USA. He's been playing for USA for last 7-8 years now. Fantastic left arm fast bowler. Always stick to his line and length. Bowls within his limitation. Very accurate bowler. He's looking to make the first inroads into Samp of the Atlanta Fire's famed batting lineup. We'll see. Um, strike striker getting ready to take a strike is Stephen Taylor. And we have non-striker Zain Syed sporting jersey number 17. Stephen Taylor, of course, opens the batting for USA national team as well. Fantastic left arm, left left hand batsman, clean striker of the ball. Let's see what he has to. How is he gonna continue his? He's gonna. How is he gonna continue his innings today? Here's our first ball coming up.
Good
First,
run. Steven Taylor opened his account with the very first ball, and so for the Atlanta Fire, one run taken of the very first ball of Saurabh. Again, for Samp Army, they will be looking to make some inroads, early inroads, and take some early wickets. And for Atlanta Fire, they have to make sure that they don't lose any wickets in first 5 to 7 overs, and build their innings as they go along. One more time, second ball, batsman just taps the ball on the offside and takes the second run. So Zan also opened his account with the very first ball. Steven on one, Zan on one. ATF 2 for 0 for 2 balls. A little misunderstanding between the batsmen, but they were able to complete the run. Last ball, Steven Trailer tried to hit it over the leg side. Could not really connect the ball. Luckily, the ball landed in no man's land. Zan facing Saurabh for his fourth ball. Once again, a very well picked by Zan. Pulled it on the leg side for 6 runs. 4 runs, I apologize. Ball was a little short of the length. And the batsman connected it really well to pull it on the leg side. So the first 4 of the inning, George, looks like they're on their way. So
Was a beautiful picked um, over backward square leg. Earlier, a few minutes ago, a couple of balls ago, umpire indicated there was an impact player substitution by Samp. Shannon Gabriel comes in, replacing Andres Goes. Andres Goes is there, plays primarily as a batsman. Shannon Gabriel is a bowler he's replacing. So we're gonna see Shannon in the hope. I think mostly we're gonna see him in the next over coming up from the other end. Atlanta hasn't declared their impact player yet. We'll know in few hours later. Excellent comeback by Saurabh. After that boundary, he changes his line and length to sticks to outside off stump. Much needed dot balls. Good end to the over. Atlanta fires 7 run for 0. After that boundary, I think that ball was just pitched. It was just straight, a little bit down leg side, but the last 2 balls bowled according to the field because his Saurabh had set most of his field outside the off stump. We're running a replay of the ball that was hit towards the boundary. That was a nice swivel shot by Zain Syed. It's not easy to take on Saurabh, but Zain was able to cash in on the touch loose delivery.
So Shannon, go ahead.
All right, we have coming up on the other end, impact player, Shannon Gabriel. Opening, he has played plenty of international cricket as well. First ball, bowls a little bit down the leg, hits the Stephen Taylor's thigh guard and goes for the boundary. Again, Shannon Gabriel, everyone knows. He has played plenty of Test cricket for West Indies. From
Right, Shannon Gabriel, big name in international cricket. and good to have him in Unity Cup tournament. Great for the tournament, great for the teams to experience playing players against at this level. Once again, second ball, a short ball. Batsman decide to duck. Ball was a well-directed bouncer, a well-directed short ball.
Honestly, this is the first time I'm seeing Shannon Gabriel uh, playing live on the field. I mean, I've always seen him on the TV, always bowls 140 kilometers and over, but that was a nice directed bouncer to Stephen Taylor. Second ball again, second ball. Oh, that's taken in at Nick. I think by the time he ducked, bat was still hanging out, but it took a
I think
slight
it
edge
I
to
think
the keeper.
it's nicked the gloves if I'm not wrong. The ball was away from the bat. I think he couldn't get his hands away too fast enough. So um,
Big
just
wicket for Samp Army. Huge wicket.
see that is correct. And
Looked like,
in the
yeah,
action replay, it got the gloves. So
well said,
uh,
Taj. It looked like, yeah, that was just a quick delivery.
yeah. So
The first one, he tested him. Second one, again, well directed, line a little bit, but
yeah, the excellent bowling. See, as I said, he's an international player. He has a lot of experience under his belt. Um, and it is great to have him in this tournament. So, well, Shannon Gabriel drew the first blood for Samp Army.
it was a nice camera work there.
Right.
Next man in, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, he's another USA player, plays in the middle order for the USA team as well. Technically sound, correct batsman. He rarely goes for big hits. He does hit big hits. He did hit few sixes yesterday, but he likes to rotate and hold one end together. Very compact with the bat. Let's see how is he going to continue carry on his innings today. The Atlanta Fire would want him to stay at one end, while the other end batsman will take some risks. We have Zain, and also we have next one. The coming up is Sami Aslam. He's also an excellent batsman. Played for Pakistan team. But let's see what this pair is going to do. And of course, their big challenge is how to take care of Shannon.
Yeah, well defended by Aaron. Uh, Went on the leg side, goes for 1 run. Well, Shannon showed his intentions how he's gonna bowl in this over, so the batsman must be careful. They should be the batsmen have in the back of their mind the short balls are coming. So uh, let's see
Well,
how. Go ahead.
you know, international players have trouble playing Shannon most of the time, but this level he's gonna pick on the batsman. That was not batsman wasn't completely in control of the shot. Aaron wanted to actually Zayn wanted to hit the ball over mid on, but ended up taking that edge. The ball flew over extra cover to the boundary. Sai Teja fielding at the cover point, tried to get across and try to get under the ball, but it just wasn't. It was just too high. It was too far from him. Great shot. Full
Great.
ball outside the off stump, pumped it over, straight over bowler's head for 4 runs.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Zan. Well picked by Zan. It was overpitched, went straight over the bowler's head for was it 6 or 4? I didn't see 4 runs. Yes, I didn't see umpire the signal. So that's a great shot. 4 runs. So Shannon goes for 7 runs in his first over, and also took a big wicket of Stephen Taylor.
Beautiful shot. That was wasn't too bad of a ball. I think batsman didn't try to overhit, just got under it, timed it perfectly, straight back over. We have some crowd today coming up to watch the game. There's few on the middle part of the ground because we have another field at the top side. There's a Bolen one. There's a game going on. I'm not sure who's playing there, but it's still going. That should be a good game as well. There's some crowd started coming today, Friday being a day before long weekend. I'm sure we'll have more crowd as we go into the innings. But while here Saurabh picks up his first wicket,
Well, the batsman doesn't look
looks
happy.
like Aaron Rodgers nicks the ball to the keeper.
Yeah, it was a big appeal, but batsman doesn't look too convinced that he snicked the ball. But umpires thought the other way and gave Aaron out. So they have Atlanta Fire. They already at 2 wickets down now. Atlanta Fire 18 for 2 in 2.1 overs.
Let's see if we can pick up some clues of what happened with that ball. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers steps out of the crease, trying to pull the ball to mid-wicket, ends up just edging it to the keeper, Monang Patel. But looks like Aaron wasn't happy with the decision. Looks like he is pointing out saying that, oh, it didn't hit my bat, but it did hit the thigh guard. Let's see. We have some experience umpiring this, officiating this game. Suresh has been umpiring a lot. He is a USA certified umpire. And we have Ishan Mule. He has plenty of experience umpiring minor league matches. So we definitely have high quality umpires on the field today. We also have a standby third umpire waiting for his turn to try out umpire reviews. We haven't had a chance yet, but while in the meantime, Saurabh comes up with second ball, driven to fine leg for a single.
So we have a new batsman coming, Sami Aslam. He played for Pakistan, so great batsman. Still, Atlanta Fire has some good batting lineup. Still, they can still create some issues for Samp Army. Let's see how they go on from this point on, from 2 wickets down. But it's good to see Sami Aslam too, watching him live. For all the fans who are here watching the game, players like Shannon Gabriel and Sami Aslam and Saurabh, all big names.
Yeah, Sami Aslam is again left-hander batsman, very high quality batsman from Pakistan. He has played for Pakistan as well in 2015, in 2017. He's also played for U19 team, Pakistan U19 team. He's probably apparently he was one of the highest run getter for in U19. Um, he's also was a captain of U19 Pakistan team, and also he's been drafted into Major League by Texas Super Kings. I guess that's what he was called, Super Kings,
I,
Texas
uh,
Super Kings.
I'm not really sure. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember
So,
like.
but he is drafted
Yeah,
in there
right.
by that team, along with Sai Teja and a few others from this as well. But yeah, I mean, a high quality batsman. Let's see what he's gonna do. He has his work cut out today, especially with Aaron Jones and Steven Taylor back in the pavilion. This pair has to stay for next at least 8 9 overs and start scoring at the decent run rate.
That's what I was gonna say. They have to build a partnership from this point on. They cannot afford to lose any more wickets. So if this partnership can go on for next 6 to 8 overs, uh, it will be a game changer. A good shot, but ahead.
Well, that's gonna help.
Yeah.
This boundary certainly is gonna help.
Yep.
Ball wasn't too bad. It was just a midland leg, a little fuller length. Lofted over cow corner for a boundary. I don't know if he was in complete control of the shot. It was looked like he was trying to go straight over bowler's head, but Saurabh he can move the ball both ways. Okay, so it's hard to predict because that's how he gets plenty of wickets. He sticks to his perfect line and length, tries to move the ball both ways. This ball looked like it came in a little bit, so took the inside part of the bat. But regardless, batsman's going to take boundary any day.
Right. They will take the run anyway they come at this point. So they need to keep on charging and yeah, the missing
It looked
leg.
it looked like yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah,
Right.
good appeal, but it looked like batsman. It was going to go down the leg easily.
Yeah, bowler got a little too excited, and I mean, it kind of a look from here. It was drifting toward the leg side. So good good decision by the umpire. Saurabh is generating some serious space today, bowling very well. Zan still on the strike with 15 runs, but with 9 balls. The last ball of the over coming up. Once again, drifting on the leg side. No runs taken.
Saurav's not giving any width to the batsman.
Right.
He's not giving any width to the batsman to free up his arms. He's sticking to his perfect line and length. Um, this ball again was a bit pitched midland leg, just swinging in. Batsman was trying to hoist that over the covers fielder, but ended up edging it. Well, not connecting at all. That's end of 3 overs for Atlanta Fire. Is at 24 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Well, it would be, safe to say they're in trouble at this point. But are they going to panic? I don't think so. They still have plenty of batting to come.
Yes, there's no need to panic at this point. They do have plenty of batting to come. It's just that how the batsman moves on from this point on and try to build a partnership. Don't get panicked. Don't there are plenty of talent in the team, and they can easily go on and chase that score. So, but the main thing is the batsman has to come and play with a plan. Just and given the quality of Sami and Zan, I mean even these two batsmen can turn around the game, within the next few overs. So let's see.
Sha
Shannon is coming back.
Shannon is coming back for his second over of his spell. He's gonna continue to bounce pitch it in the same line of length and bounce the batsman. He's not gonna give any width to free up the batsman arms. And we see in the meantime, we see Syed Najaf Shah is also warming up on the sides. He's probably gonna come commentary end replacing Saurabh, but he's another excellent bowler. He took 4 wickets the last game. They played at Bolen 1.
So Shannon stopped on the way on his run up. Maybe he lost his steps, going back to his run up again. Even in international cricket, if you have seen Shannon bowl, he bowled a lot of short balls. So he I think he depends on his as a weapon for in his bowling. So that's why we saw him bowling in the first over. So again, one more time, he went short. Didn't really bounce the way he wanted to, but the batsman let the ball go too close to the body to cut. So went straight to the keeper.
That length is tough. I mean, at
Yeah,
that pace,
yeah,
he's generally very, very good. We are sitting straight,
right.
so it is hard for us to make out how fast he's bowling. But someone sitting at the square of side of the wicket, they can really see how fast he's bowling the
Yeah.
ball bowling at this moment. That ball was a little bit shorter than he expected. Pull towards mid wicket for a boundary. Um, Yeah, let's look at the lead play. That was a short. Yeah,
Right.
that was a shorter than Shannon expected. Rightly put away by the batsman Sami Aslam. He's not gonna let those balls go. Um, so yeah, boundary, much needed boundary for Atlanta Fire.
Right. Well picked by Sami and pulled very nicely to the leg side. Once again, Sami tapped it to the leg side just for one single run. He went to the covers. So this is the right way to play, I think. Just look for the loose balls and don't take too many chances. Just build the partnership at this point on. They have plenty of overs to go. It's only they're only in third or fourth over right now, so no need to panic.
Well, no need to panic, but
Yeah,
but runs have to come. I mean, they are chasing over 200. That's pretty much 10 runs and over. I mean, they are at about 9 runs at this point. Although lost 2 wickets, but they gotta go at this time for next 5 6 over. They gotta go 8 9 8 9. But there will be no relief because Samp Army has a good bowling lineup. In the meantime, batsmen tried to uppercut or play the scoop over fine leg, but just managed to edge it to short square leg for a single.
right. Well, I think he was trying to scoop it, and ball came a little bit shorter than he expected. But luckily, he didn't get the upper edge or anything. So, but still managed only one run. So Sami is facing now. That's a beautiful, beautiful pick by Sami. Right off of right off his feet and went for 4 runs. Very good shot.
Wasn't a great ball.
Yeah.
This was a little bit on the leg side, full ball, definitely. Quality of Sami, he's not gonna let that ball go. And played beautiful flick shot towards the wideish fine leg for another boundary of the second boundary of the over. 10 runs from that over from Shannon's over. Atlanta Fire will take that at this moment. At this point they're looking at 170 more runs from 96 balls.
They are.
Oh,
They
looks
are.
looks like Saurabh is gonna continue
Right.
with another over, third over of his spell.
Yeah. So looks like they're cruising around 9 runs and over at this point. Good run. Good call by the batsman. Saurabh coming into second ball. Sami facing. Again, well defended by Sami. Zan wanted to take the run. Sami sent him back. Went straight to the fielder in the covers. Again, played toward the gully area, point region. Just straight to a fielder, no run taken. Good bowling by Saurabh. Only one run so far from this over with three balls. Three balls to come.
Looks like we have an interruption in the game. Maybe there's another trouble with the ball. Looks like I think this is the second time we see the stitch coming off. Maybe because of the dew or I don't know what's going on, but I think it looks like we have to replace the ball. Um, Again, as we said earlier, these are high quality balls. Anything can happen sometimes, because of the ball gets lost. And we have, when the ball gets hit across the boundary, we have some concrete surfaces, the sidewalks. If the ball lands on that, it can damage the ball as well. So it looks like we did replace the ball. As I said earlier, this is the first of the quarterfinal of this Unity Cup 2023 version against season 3. Um, we have another semifinal I mean, I'm sorry. We have another quarterfinal that's going on at the another field in Bolen 1 as well. There are some exciting players showing their skills and talent and abilities here during the game. Uh, Come on out, watch the game, bring your tent, picnic bags, whatever, get your lunch, enjoy the game. There are some players of high caliber at the field today. And we have more cricket coming up. We have another set of quarterfinals they're going to be playing in the afternoon. More international players they'll be at the field today, including Martin Guptill. He's playing for Kingsman Cricket. Um, Many national players as well. Shayan Jahangir um, as well. He's playing in the second game in the field here, Bolen Park. So come on over if you want to witness some high quality cricket. In the meantime, Saurabh is continuing to keep check on the runs. There are 3 dot balls and now a single.
Yeah, Saurabh bowling very well. So far he's considered only 15 runs. And last ball coming up for his second over. Sami is on 11 runs and Zan 17. Zan facing Saurabh's last ball of the over. Atlanta for 36 for 2. Well bowled by Saurabh. Zan wanted to take the run. Sami sent him back. Saurabh ran and fielded the ball himself and threw it back to the keeper. So 3 overs completed for Saurabh. And yeah.
Yeah, looks like yeah. Atlanta Fire 36 for the loss at 2 at the end of 5 overs. As I was saying earlier, there is another quarterfinal that's running at the Bolen 1 Park between Florida Scorpions and the Clarendon County Eagles. Florida Scorpions score 151 for 10 in 20 overs, and Clarendon County is chasing. They're 37 for 2 in 3 overs. I think it looks like they're going to chase this one because they're going at over 10 runs and over.
So the bowling change. Najaf is bowling his first over. Syed Najaf again, the international name, well known around U.S. cricketing circles, and also he played for Pakistan too. So good player, good international player to come and watch.
Yeah, speaking of Syed Najaf, yeah, has I've seen him play for a long time. He's played a lot of league cricket here in Washington D.C. As you said, he's from Pakistan. Really tall. He's actually 6.4 height and bowls He used to bowl a lot quicker, but I was talking to him earlier that he was injured and he was out for 9 months, trying to come back in. So, but he did bowl. He still has this decent pace. Yeah, a couple of wickets yesterday's game. In the meantime, this time now, Sami Aslam, the ball from Najaf was a little bit shorter outside the off stump. Sami Aslam puts that away easily over extra cover for a boundary. Good line and length from this time from Najaf. Good comeback ball. Sami Islam rotates to strike for a single. Again, so Najaf, I know 7, 8 years ago he was very quick when he was bowling playing. I know he was playing for a team called Virginia Cricket Club in Washington Cricket League. He's been opening bowling for them for a long time, and he's very quick. He still is quick. And now he's gotten a lot more accurate. I saw the other day he took 3 wickets in 1 over. So again, with him, right, Sam Parmy has very well-rounded attack. With the spin, they have Ashley Nurse and Nisarg Patel. This ball was a little fuller in the outside, but almost a catch, but to mid-on, probably falls short. Um,
Yeah, it fell a little short. But again, back to Najaf. Yeah, so he's been in cricketing circle, DMB cricketing circles for a long time, as you said. And for the bowler to come back from an injury, it's never the same. But again, the way he bowls, the way he's bowling, and also there's an age factor too. I mean,
yeah, well,
but
it
if you go
says,
back
right?
10, 8, 9 years, he was young, he was quick, he was a
I
lot
think
more
I
athletic.
think that's why they gave him a jersey number 40. He's also 40 now.
40 now,
Yeah,
okay.
so I think they said, "Oh, you don't have a choice.
Right.
This is a jersey number you have to have because you're 40-year-old."
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, Tajbhai, that it takes time as you age,
Right.
especially for a fast bowler to
Possible.
recover from injury and also get back into the match
Matches.
shape. It takes time, and
Right.
he's coming back well, nicely. This ball was a full toss, nicely put away by the batsman Zain for towards the mid wicket for a boundary. Second boundary of the over.
Yes.
11 runs from Najaf's over. Little expensive than he would have thought he would have liked to be, but nevertheless good over for Atlanta Fire. Atlanta Fire 47 for 2 in 6 overs.
Yeah. I think I'm seeing that the Atlanta Fire has started to open up a little bit. Both batsmen has been on the wicket for a few overs now. So I think they're seeing the ball pretty well now, and they're going after the bowlers at this point. So
Yeah. Um,
they are into their second tier bowling lineups at this point. So it's a good time to target the bowlers and up the run rate. They still need to score 200 runs. So power play is over. Now, Samp Army, of course, have an option of putting 5 fielders outside the circle.
Looks like a new bowler is going to be Basil Ahmad.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other quarterfinal, I mean, they have the Clary County is chasing the target. They have fantastic lineup. They have Mukhtar Ahmad, of course, who played for Pakistan. Ben Dunk, who just got out. Saif Badr, he plays first-class cricket in Pakistan. Tom Bruce, he just represented New Zealand A cricket team. He's still batting at the crease. They have Zishan, Ashraf, Ahmad Butt. I mean, there's so much talent. They're playing here in these fields. We don't get to see this talent all the time.
Exactly.
It
So
only happens once a year, and we are lucky to have these players come here play cricket in just our backyard here. In the meantime, Basil sprays down the leg side, short ball, pulled away to backward square leg for 2 runs. So I was saying, if you are a true fan, if you're a fan of cricket, you should come here. I know there's work and whatnot. If you can come for some time, come look at the players, look at the quality of the cricket. It's just unbelievable.
you're right, George. Absolutely, all these big names playing together, and it's hardly you will you're not gonna get a chance to see them all together. So please come out at Bolen, Philip Bolen Park in Leesburg, and watch all these international players. Once again, good shot by Sami, but only taken 1 run, went to the boundary. Now, since the power play is over, now we have more people standing on the boundaries. Uh, so the batsmen really need to find the gaps to put the ball away for four. So Basil, 3 balls are gone, 1 dot ball, 2 runs on the first ball, and a single taken in the last ball. Then facing for his fourth ball. Again, Zan tried to do the same thing again. It only got the upper edge. He was trying to scoop it. The ball again went, baller bowled a little shorter. Managed only 1 run.
So far, it's a good over.
Yeah,
4 balls, 4 runs.
right,
Basil, I'm sure he'll take it. If he can, he would like to take see next two
right,
dot balls, but Samp is probably to put one of these balls to a boundary.
right.
Again, fifth ball, short of a, I mean, good length on the midland leg, driven to. There's no one in the inside circle on the leg side.
Right.
There's a square leg, mid wicket, and a long on the boundary. Long on is a Manoj Acharya, number 6. He's from Karnataka. I just spoke to him earlier. Excellent player. Again, this ball full length outside the off stump, driven to straight to Manoj Acharya to long off for a single. End of over. 6 runs from this over, from Basil's over. Score now 53 for the loss of 2 wicket at 7 over mark. We still need 151 runs from 78 balls.
I think they'll be. Samp Army will be happy if they only give 5 or 6 runs, per over at this point on there. Don't let Atlanta Fire get into 10 runs or 8 runs or 9 runs. They should be happy with average of 5 or 6 runs. So far they've been bowling very tight. It's up to the batsmen now. They are already into second tier of bowling, so they should be going after the ball a little bit and taking some chances to bring the run rate up a little bit. Still, it's an uphill target at this point. Good ball, good ball, good ball. Again, Najaf, first ball rose from the very good length and very sharply. Coming in for a second ball. Well, looks like only the keeper was interested in the appeal. Bowler even didn't appeal, he was just looking at the umpire. So it looks like keeper heard something, but umpire was not too convinced. So again, well driven on the offside, only 1 run taken straight to a fielder.
Najaf Shah is varying his length beautifully. He gave the previous ball on the short of a good length. Next ball was the fuller length. He's not letting batsmen settle. He's not letting batsmen anticipate anything. Good over so far. 3 balls, 1 run, and there was an appeal as well. It's more of a just optimistic appeal than anything else.
Correct. Uh, that's a good.
Beautiful short pull towards the fine leg for another huge 6.
That's a beautiful shot, well pulled. Najaf, in my opinion, he should avoid a little bit throwing the short ball since he doesn't have the pace to put batsmen in trouble at this point. But his good length balls are excellent. It's very hard to play them. So
Yeah, this wasn't a
yeah,
great ball either. I
right,
mean, this was just on the leg stump line.
right,
Just, I mean, batsmen of Sami's quality, they're gonna put this away any day.
right,
It was just short of a good length on the leg stump. Um, of course, rightly put away.
right. And he had, if you notice, he had plenty of time. So but this tells you that his Najaf's space is not there to throw these kind of bouncers for this class of batsmen. So again, my opinion. But but he's bowling well, no doubt. So, here we go. Beautiful ball, and that should be out. That should be out. That's exactly what I was saying.
I
So,
knew that the minute it hit his foot. I mean,
uh,
Najaf does have, well, of
uh,
course, he doesn't have express pace, but he
right,
does have good, decent pace.
right,
And also, he keeps it a lot more fuller. A
fuller,
lot of deliveries. He just tries to york the batsman.
right.
That's how he got three wickets the other day, yesterday in Bolen one. Today, he's bowling similarly. I mean, yeah, a couple of balls, there's loose balls, but this ball was full on the middle stump. York, he hit, completely, batsman completely missed it, hits
Really
his
missed
foot
it, right.
plumb in front. That's a great camera work there as well.
Great bowling by Najaf. Or maybe the short ball was a setup.
Maybe.
Maybe it was a setup. But he did last ball was excellent ball. I think quite possible the batsman was expecting another short ball or maybe outside off stump. But
Yeah, he goes
yeah,
for 7 runs. The
yeah,
Najaf goes for 7 runs in the overall, but he's pretty happy with the ending though. He
right.
picks up a big wicket.
And big wicket, yes. Sami Aslam is gone for 28.
फोन आ रहा है 18
Jay Partak is the new batsman in with the jersey number 18. I have not seen Jay Partak yet in this tournament.
को पूछा वो कैमरा घुमा रहे नंबर दिखता है उधर से कौन आ रहा है मुझे फोन आ रहा है आपकी आवाज आ रही थी बहुत क्लियर इनकी आवाज
So next new man in Jay Partak. First, he he bowled very well, but now he has come up the order. We'll see what he's going to do. Um, Again, the full toss ball from the Najaf Shah driven straight to mid on for a single.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do the same thing what he did with Sami, but it was slightly went for a full toss and only one run taken on that ball. Good job.
दफा और करते हैं
So Zan is facing Basil now. No, Jay, I think Jay is on the strike. Again, a good run by the batsman. Just tucked away. There was no close-in fielder that gives them enough time to take one run. The bowler fielded the ball himself. So Zan on strike now.
Well, if Zayn has to take a little bit more responsibility going on because Jay's just a new bat. He's coming in now. Look, speaking of responsibility, he gives ball driven hit straight to the long on fielder to Saurabh, and that's the end of Zayn as well. That's the end of the wicket for Basil. Well, his first wicket, but another wicket for Samp Army.
Yeah, I think I would say at this point Atlanta Fire is in a little bit trouble. They lost 4 wickets now, and they might be getting into their tail end pretty soon. So
Well
good
taken catch by Saurabh there on
Saurabh.
that long on. I think, yeah, I agree, Taj, that Atlanta is certainly kind of in trouble now, spot a bother, because, and Zayn, rightly, he has to start going after the bowlers because with the required run rate of 12, almost 13, they cannot hold for too long. And and the other end, Jay Patak just came in, so Zayn has been there for 20, almost 20, 22 balls. So it was right time for him to go. And there was the other end, they were not giving anything away. There was Syed Najaf and Shannon Gabriel, they were bowling excellent. They were not giving it. So Basilis probably they thought that they could take on the spin bowler. Um, because once Ashley Nurse comes in, Nisarg Patel comes in, they start their spell. They're not gonna get any more plenty of loose balls. So, but
I totally agree with you, George. They had to take the chances at this point, and kudos to the bowlers there. They have been bowling excellently and putting batsmen a lot under pressure. So
next man in, Justin Dill.
right,
He did excellent with the bowling earlier on, but now he has to do with the batting. Uh, we'll see what he has planned to do rest of the innings. That this ball furrow in the midland leg driven to short mid wicket for a single. There's no fielders in the circle on the leg side. We have short. We have the in the circle we have fine leg. Now we have a mid wicket. We have square leg. There's no one in the well. Okay, yeah.
so I think, in my opinion, I think they should, rather than spreading the field around, they should go under full attack right now for Samp Army. I would say bring the fielders close in and let the batsmen take chances. So they already have them on the back foot. So, but again, Samp Army is playing with their plan. So they were done good so far. Uh, so again, Atlanta Fire is on the back foot at this point. Lost 4 wickets.
Well, Taj, see, they're not worried about runs. I mean, they have plenty of runs to defend. So what they want to, they're not about. So yeah, I realized cameraman told me that I had muted. So anyway, now what I was gonna say that they have plenty of runs. They're defending. They have already Atlanta already lost 4 wickets. At this point, they're not worried about wickets. They so what they have to do is stop runs, stop big hits, stop boundaries. That's why you see they're leaving those leg side inner circle open because and they're covering all the boundary positions. So 1-2 is not going to do a lot of damage for them at this moment. What they don't want to give out is any boundaries or sixes. Of course, you can't do anything, but they don't want to give out any big shots. So if they can keep the overs, maybe 7, 6, 7, 8, and they're good. At them, and then and Sam, I mean Atlanta has to take chances. They have to go for big, like this one. This is the top edge to the keeper. It's going to be easy catch to Monang Patel. He's going to take it any day, and he's wicket again because 1-2 is not going to do anything.
Correct.
Okay, they have to go for it. Now, if they have fielders on the boundary, all 5 fielders that which is allowed, anything they go up, take the catch. If they stop the boundary, so wickets will come, and the runs will be stopped. That is the only way they can win the game. And of course, Atlanta Fire knows that they have to go after runs. The 1-2 is not going to do anything.
Right. So
So
Atlanta
again,
Fire,
picks up another wicket.
right. So Atlanta Fire lost another wicket. They are 5 wickets down now. Batsman tried to sweep the ball, got the upper edge, and the keeper took the catch.
Well, that ball was way outside the off
Well,
stump to be. Batsman tried to pull the ball to mid wicket. That was way outside the off stump. And on this wicket, it depends on how you release the ball. If you release the ball nice and high, ball's gonna bounce a little bit more. And that's exactly what happened. It ball bounced a little bit more, took the top edge and went up. It is hard to sweep on this wicket. It's an Astro. It's not a true Astro, so to speak. There's no concrete underneath. Everyone thinks that the minute we see the green carpet, we think that that's an Astro wicket. It's not really an Astro wicket. There is a dirt underneath, and there is a carpet on top. The carpet is nailed to the ground. So ball will still bounce. It's not going to be a lot of bounce, but it still bounce. It's not easy to sweep on this wicket. So especially when the ball is way outside. This ball was way outside the off stump. That ball he should have hit on the offside rather than pulling that ball to the leg side.
Right. So I guess what you're saying is the only time that you try to sweep a ball is when it's right under the bat or right in front of it.
Exactly. It has to be midland leg and this side, and then you can sweep that. You can, if worst case, it's going to come to fine leg this way, but it's not going to go straight up.
Right. So good wicket. Again, another wicket for Samp. Samp Army took another wicket. Now the Atlanta Fires are down 5 wickets, 65 for 5 in 9.2 overs. Again, Nasir is on the strike. Hit the ball on the off for 1 run. And I think at this point, Samp Army has put all the stranglehold on Atlanta Fire. So
It's the right moment for Ashley Nurse, Nurse to come in, given his experience,
right.
the amount of cricket that he has played for West Indies, the so much first-class cricket for Barbados. He has even played the U6, U19 World Cup for West Indies, under 19 World Cup. Plays for CP and CP, plays for Barbados Tridents in CPL. I mean, so much experience. He knows to how to take care of these batsmen. Look at the way the amount. See, like
Oh
he where he's.
wow, good ball.
That was. It looks like that was a missed stumping.
Missed
He
jumping.
completely missed the ball, missed
Yeah.
the stumps. There was a chance for stumping, but Ashley Nurse again, excellent bowler. He's gonna keep the batsmen in check.
Yep.
So batsmen have truly have a challenger ahead of them. Short of a good length ball, bounced a little more than batsman expected. The ball driven over bowler for a single. That's the end of Ashley Nurse over. Just 2 runs, 3 runs in this week over, and he picks up a wicket as well. Atlanta Fire 66 for the loss of 5 wickets in 10 overs. That's halfway into the innings.
So it looks like they're only going 6.6 runs per over so far. Need another 138 runs from 60 balls. How are you? Good. How are you doing? To see you, sir.
It got a lot more brighter. Then I was like, what shade? I was like, oh, Anil is. Let me go get my cable okay. For my laptop, and yeah. I don't have the system to apply the floor. I'll be back. Yeah. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go get some power cable.
So Shannon is coming from our commentary box end. So Shannon is back for his third over. I think right time to bring him back to finish it. To get some more wickets.
All right, we got express bowler Shannon Gabriel back from the commentary end. First ball was a fantastic first ball. Let's see the replay of the stumping. There you go. That was the stumping chance. Easily, completely misses the stump. We also fails to collect the first attempt. Monang, that was easy chance. Let go. Shannon Gabriel into his second ball of the over and return catch. That was a drop catch.
And the drop catch by Shannon went straight back to the bowler. He was still recovering from his action. A good chance.
Well, these are the cotton bowled for, especially for a fast bowler. It's a hit or miss, right? You're running in fast and you're on your follow through. They either stick or not. But nevertheless, chance goes down.
Again, Shannon continuously again trying to throw the short balls. A little bit off the off stump, and the batsman was able to pull it on the leg.
We're trying to get the replay of that cotton bowled, I guess. We missed that. Anyway, that wasn't completely in the frame. But that missed stumping, Monarch, he keeps for USA national team as well. He's usually very, very good. But on this wicket, ball can sometimes have some awkward bounce. Um,
Again, a good ball for Shannon. Only the batsman could do well defend it. Okay, that's fine. Shannon coming in for fifth ball. So far, he has given only one run. Once again, a short ball, a good pick by the batsman. A nice shot and pull on the leg. Pull on the leg for 6 runs. Good shot by Nasir. Much needed runs for Atlanta Fire. So the last ball coming up for his third over for Shannon. So far, he has bowled excellent. Again, the batsman tried to charge it, went through the point region, misfielded by the fielder, and 2 runs taken. So Atlanta Fire 76 for 5 in 11 overs. Nasir on 9 and Jay Patak at 4.
so speaking of quarterfinals, these are the first two quarterfinals of the day and of the tournament. We have two more quarterfinals coming up in the afternoon. There's one at Bolen 1 that will be played starting at 12:15 between Kingsmen X and California Titans. Looking at Kingsmen X, I mean, there's some fantastic. Fawad Alam from Pakistan, he's playing in that team. Kamran Sheikh, Kuram Manzoor. We have Reza Hendricks from South Africa, Shayan Jahangir, Shedley Van Shavik, Shihans Jayasuriya. If I mean, I don't know. I wish I could watch both games at the same
Both can,
time.
yeah.
You know, Shubham Ranjane, who also plays for Major League in Major League team. Then they're playing against California Titans. There's Angelo Pereira, Akhilesh Bodugam, Major again MLC. Um, my gosh.
Yeah, some great names in these rosters. Again, come out, watch your favorites, watch some high level cricket.
Ashley Nurse is back to his second over so far. This ball looks like it's a short ball outside the off stump, cut away to the wideish point for a boundary.
Yeah, there was a very good shot, very well cut. The fielder did not have a chance to move it, just went crashing to the boundary, to the
From the replay, it looks like
correct.
batsman knew exactly it was going to be a short ball. He waited on the back foot,
Yeah.
cut straight to the wideish cover to the boundary, much needed boundary. It's actually a rare boundary. The boundaries are not coming that often these days, but this ball was again same length, bounced a little bit more than expected. This time driven to extra cover for a single. Now, speaking of second semifinal, there's going to be another second semifinal playing on this field. It will be between Kingsman Cricket and Baltimore Royals. Kingsman Cricket topped all the groups. They had a very high run rate as well. In the meantime, Ashton bowls to the full on the outside off stump, fields on his own bowling. Good ball, good fielding that is. So speaking of Kingsman Cricket, there is Martin Guptill. And who doesn't know Martin Guptill? He's coming here.
It's
I
coming
mean,
here. Yep.
how cool is that? This ball, in the meantime, full toss on the Midland leg, pulled, lofted over extra toward mid wicket. Let's see what's gonna. He took the catch. Looks like that's an out. That's a wicket.
The very good catch right at the boundary. Very good control. He covered a good 10, 15 steps to get to the ball, and then balance himself to make sure that he stays within the boundary. Took a very good catch. So one more wicket down for Atlanta Fire.
it's not easy to put away
Right,
Ashley Nurse, right?
right,
He has so much experience. Look like he varies his length, varies his bounce. This ball looked like bounce more than batsman expected.
right.
And regardless, great catch on the boundary by Saurabh Netrawalkar. Um, Going back to the second quarterfinal here on this field between Kingsman Cricket and Baltimore Royals at 12:15. As I said, Kingsman Cricket topped the group. They were unbeaten. They had 6 points from three games,
Mhm.
won all the games, and they had over three run rate because especially the last game, Kaptil had 100 at Hanson Park. Um, their roster is loaded as well. Milind Kumar, he's one of the another MLC player. Ramiz Raza, Pawan Suyal, he played for Delhi Daredevils or Delhi Capitals a couple of years ago. He's a bowler that played in IPL. Ruman Rais, a first-class cricketer from Pakistan. Sharjil Khan,
Sharjeel Khan, yep.
left-hander. I mean, look, we have a feast in the afternoon, Taj bhai.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna miss the lunch. I won't have time.
exactly.
And that's there. And the Baltimore Royals, of course, have IPL players as well. I'll tell you in a minute. So in the meantime, Calvin Savage at the crease. I think if Atlanta wants to make any headway, Calvin Savage has to stay here at the crease till 20th over, and he's the one who can clear the boundaries easily. But let's see. I mean, he's up against a big challenge of the Samp Army bowlers. They have really good bowlers. We'll see what's going to happen. So going back to the second semifinal, the Kingsmen plays Baltimore
The
Royals
quarterfinals.
quarterfinals. I'm sorry, quarterfinals, and that has Jaskar Malhotra, who recently hit six sixes in World Cup in League Two game. They have um, let's see who else.
Mohammad Irfan.
Mohammad Irfan.
Yeah, the
Well,
big man.
exactly. They have Sarabjit Ladda, who played for Kolkata Knight Riders a few years ago in IPL. They have Shoaib Maqsood, another Pakistani,
Yeah,
excellent player. Shadrach Dakarte, he plays in West Indies domestic league. Paul Palmer. I mean, look, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of like it's giving me goosebumps just sitting here looking at this roster and then what's coming up in the afternoon. Um,
and just getting them everybody under the same same roof, and watch everybody play so close to your home.
exactly,
It's just a feast. So
exactly. So in the meantime, we have a new bowler, Manoj Acharya. He's from Karnataka State in India. He's been here for a few years. He plays minor league cricket as well. He's a gentle medium pace bowler. He bowled very well yesterday as well, but if he's coming at this stage, he's got to be definitely good. Um, let's see what he's going to do, but he's a good, nice, he's always keeps nice, tight line and length. Um, but for Atlanta Fire, they have to start picking runs, a little more than 5-6. 5-6 is not going to cut it. They need more runs because there will be no relief. There will be no easy bowlers for them.
right, they need to start hitting some boundaries. They need to pick up the run rate. Right now, the run rate has crept up to like 14 to 15 runs per over. Again, a good ball. A batsman tried to cut it, went to point fielder, no run taken. Once again, little short, good shot, one run. Hit it on the offside, through the covers.
Manoj is doing excellent bowling thus far. 4 runs from 3 runs from 3 balls, 4 balls thus far in this over. 2 balls to go. He's doing exactly the team what team wanted. Again, just not giving any width, keeping tight line and length, just short of a good length on this wicket, that which is what is needed. They have four fields in the circle. On the cover, on the offside, there's one covers on the point and a short third, and also we have a short fine leg. Everyone else is on the boundary.
Again, there was a very, very, very good uppercut. The ball was a little short. Very well timed uppercut and went for a four. Much needed runs for Atlanta Fire. But I think you're right. Calvin is should be the trump card for Atlanta Fire at this time, and he needs to go after the ball. Simple
Well,
as that.
it's a
We know
steep
that,
hill
yeah,
uphill.
so yeah.
I mean, plainly speaking, it's a steep uphill for Atlanta Fire at this stage. They're looking at 17 run, almost 17 runs and over, which means they need at least two big hits in an over. At least. I mean, they're not. It's not coming, and it's not going to be easy. It's not coming. And in this over, you saw how Manoj just over went. One boundary, rest all single. That's not going to do anything. Now, from now on, it's just have to go for the kill. I mean,
So kill right.
every ball they have to swing at it. I mean, otherwise they're not going to they're not going to get anywhere close to the target.
Right. So as you said, I mean, regardless, they need to go after the ball, and if a lot of time it will work out. If you can pull it, last 2 3 overs where you need 30 40 runs, the chances are there. But they need to start taking chances. I mean, 1 2 3 is not going to cut it anymore. Or 6 runs per over, 7 runs per over is not going to cut anything. So they need to go over 10 11 runs per every over to get them close, maybe where they will need 30 40 runs in last 3 overs or so, and then depending upon how many wickets are there, uh, they can take their chances, but they need to go after the ball at this point.
In the meantime,
Yeah,
Syed Najaf Shah is coming in for his third over of the innings. First ball cut to point, no runs there. I don't think they're gonna settle for singles now. I mean, they shouldn't be. There's not a whole lot. Singles are not gonna do anything. So I think Calvin is gonna consider keeping most of the strike. See if he can find a loose ball. But well bowled by Najaf. It was a more of a Yorker length, driven straight to the long off for a single.
that's another thing. They need to push for runs rather than settling for one run. They should be taking the first run a lot faster, and then try to take the second run. Every run's gonna count from this point on. So they should not take it easy.
Full ball on the outside the off stump. That was that. Tried to loft it over, made long on, but ended up just giving a simple catch to long on fielder. There goes another wicket. Nazir Shah falls for 20 off 10, and Atlanta Fire loses a sixth wicket for the score of 91. Just wasn't able to get underneath the ball. Didn't time well. Just not.
And there was a good catch. If you look at it, the fielder actually has to lunge forward and take a very low catch. So again, a good catch. Another wicket for Samp Army. Atlanta fired 91 for 7 now in 13 overs.
Yeah, I don't know if Atlanta has much left in the tank.
Right.
Um, I think we are into bowlers coming in. It's I think Samp has the game in the bag. I think they're probably booking the first spot in the semifinals.
Correct. I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
Uh, good, good outing
as
by
I said
Samp Army.
earlier,
Yeah,
they're picking at the right time. I mean,
yeah.
the first two games I watched them, and they were just not. They were kind of like looked rusty, or I don't know what was going on. But third game, that really came back as a Samp Army that we knew, that travels around the world playing all kind of tournament, T10s, the Abu Dhabi T10, India, their domestic tournament. There's South Africa. They travel to South Africa as well. They just didn't wear the same team first two games, but to yesterday they truly came to the show and then showed the crowd what the team is made of. And today again, clinical, right? I mean, although we saw some hiccup in the through the mid game, But first 10 overs, they were fantastic. I mean, the way they were going at 10, 12, 13, 14 runs and over, and the finish, big finish to take the team total over 200. It was just fantastic. It was just that's what they are truly capable of doing, and they are known for. And they're showing again when the quarterfinals came in, they come up with this big game, and big players show up, big game come, on display. Now again, the bowlers are doing their thing. I said earlier, it's not easy to get through them. They have five, six bowlers who are truly international quality, and it's not easy to score against them.
You're right, and especially I agree with you the way they started, and then they kind of slowed down in the middle, and then they came back at the end, and then um, picked up the runs and went over 200 runs. So that's something tells you the quality of the team. They can turn on any time. They turn on the game anytime. So
Yeah.
they have come back. They have taken the early wickets. They have put Atlanta Fire under pressure. So
Last ball of Najaf Shah he probably wasn't happy with the line. It was just sprayed down the leg. Rightly, Roman puts that ball away. It just glances easily to fine leg. Manoj Acharya wasn't able to cut that off, but goes for a boundary. Um, that's end of Najaf's over. That goes for 7 runs, but he picks up a wicket as well. Atlanta Fire 97 for 7 in 14 overs. A long way to go. They need current run rate is 6.93. They need required run rate about almost 18. It's a big uphill, but we'll see what's gonna. You never know, cricket. You never know until the game is done. Manoj Acharya comes for his second over of the spell, and that was a nice slower ball. And everyone misses it, including keeper misses it, batsman misses it, keeper misses it, and even the fielder misses it. Goes for the boundary. Manoj Acharya this time bowls a little fuller and ball a hit over mid on for a long on for a six. I don't think he connected that ball well. It probably mostly towed it. Yeah, still ball carried over the boundary for a six. At one point, Saurabh at long on probably thought he was in business to take a catch, but just barely crossed the boundary for a six. This ball short of a good length, tries to pull it, top edges. Monarch gets underneath, completely misses the line, the catch. He couldn't. I think maybe the sun was into the eyes, and in the meantime, batsman crossed for 2 runs. Oh,
it looked like the keeper really ran far back. I think he should have let the catch go to the fielder. That might have been taken easily, but the fielder stopped when he saw the keeper running back. But regardless, uh, a mischance.
that was a good comeback ball from Manoj. Actually, he knew that at this point of the innings, batsmen are go for everything, and he released the ball at very high action and get the ball to rear up a little bit more. And rightly, batsman went for to put that away again, and he took the top edge. And I think it's probably sun came into Monang's eyes because it went very high, and lot higher than he expected, and then he just couldn't get under the ball. He was just running all over the place. So it's not easy to at this hour of the day. It's not easy to take high catches, especially they go very high when sun is right in your eyes, regardless of you wear sunglasses or not. It's not easy. Good comeback by Manoj Acharya. The next ball was went for single, but this one was
There
too
was a good.
short. Pulled away to mid wicket for a boundary.
Yeah, there was a good shot. I think a batsman expecting a short ball. He got into position very early and pulled it toward mid wicket for 4 runs. was all along the ground. Went very fast. The last ball coming up for Manoj. Yeah, ball hit on the thigh, outside the leg stump. No run taken. So 15 overs are done. Atlanta Fire 114 for 7. Required run rate at this point is 18 runs per over. Mathematically, it's still doable, but let's see if batsmen can do it or not with 7 wickets down.
All right, we have 15 overs up. Score is 104. 15 overs up. Score is 114 for 7. New bowler. We have Saurabh coming in from the far end to for his fourth over or final over, and Calvin Savage at strike. Let's see what's gonna
Yes,
happen in this over.
yes, Surab has ball accidentally. It's only. Oh my God, that's then again another beautiful catch, a diving catch. So another wicket down for Atlanta Fire. Calvin is gone at 13.
Excellent bowling from so one of the frontline bowlers of USA Cricket. This ball way outside the off stump, maybe slightly moving out. Batsman, of course, expectedly going after the ball. And the fantastic catch, diving catch by Ashley Nurse uh, at the boundary at extra cover. Um, he's not gonna let that catch go. I mean, he probably does this for in
For
his sleep.
living.
I mean, yeah, those catches he's not gonna let go. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, good catch, good
good.
diving catch.
Yeah,
He had to dive forward to take the catch. Again, eight down, eight batsmen down for Atlanta Fire. But this is coming to an end a lot quicker than we expected.
right. So yeah, the Samp Army has done a good job in their bowling attack. They came in with a plan, and I have a feeling they had a plan for every batsman, and that's what they did. I wasn't expecting for Atlanta Fire to fold so fast, but all kudos to Samp Army. They came in with a plan, looks like, and they implemented, they executed it, and it worked. So
Well, the plan, yeah, one plan, yeah, right. This for them, what I thought was the key was to get Stephen Taylor and Sami Aslam early,
early,
because
yep,
they were the like probably the strongest of the two in the entire team. Once they got them, it was just a struggle to chase 200, given the bowling lineup that Samp has. So it was always going to be a challenge. Again, now this, singles are not going to do anything at this moment. I think looks like Samp has the game already in the bag with Ridwan and Zia are primarily bowlers in the team, but we'll see. We got another
right.
4 overs to go.
And I think it's fairly fair. It's fairly fair to say at this point that Sam Army is your first semi-finalist for the tournament. Even we have another 5 overs to go, but they are in a very good position to win the game at this point. Uh, another single taken by Ridwan. So Atlanta Fire 116 for 8. Another 4.3 overs to go. So Saurabh finishing up his. He got another 3 balls to go, but last over for his spell. He has bowled. He has bowled very well. Once again, 1 run per leg by. Fourth ball coming up for Saurabh. That is one is facing at 10. Again, well picked. Very well picked by Rizwan. Fielded at the boundary, pulled it towards the leg side. Kind of a half sweep shot, I would call, but it was well struck and fielded by at the boundary. Only 1 run conceded.
Excellent over from Saurabh. Well, this is what was expected. I mean, this is what he's going to do, especially for the lower order batting. He's not going to give anything away. Um, the singles coming in and the wicket at the first ball of the over. Just this is what that's a good finish to his overs and the spell. 19 runs from his 4 overs for the and he has taken 2 wickets as well.
Yeah, good.
Excellent bowling.
Excellent bowling. Excellent spell by Saurabh. Put for Atlanta Fire batsmen under a lot of pressure, especially with his initial overs. So Atlanta Fire 119 for 8 in 16 overs. 4 more overs to go.
Manoj Acharya comes for his spell. Another wicket. I think this one is again good bowling, fantastic bowling. Short of a good length outside the off stump. Get the ball to bounce up a little bit more than expected, and just batsman ends up edging the ball, top edging the ball to the covers fielder for a simple catch. And there goes the 9 wickets, ninth wicket for Atlanta Fire. Now we have the last pair batting at the crease. In the meantime, that was it his second wicket or one first wicket? Manoj's.
Manoj's, I believe that should be his second wicket if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
That that's his first wicket.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bolen, number 3. Hey, Harsh, they didn't announce the. Two.
All right. There was second ball of Manoj's over. The last pair for Atlanta Fire. Okay, and a good swat by the batsman, straight to a fielder. 1 run taken. Rizwan pacing now at 11 runs. Another 3 balls to go for Manoj. The ball drifted toward the leg side. A wide given.
He's got to re-bowl that over, that ball down the leg. I think Manoj is trying to wrap this innings up as quick as possible. He wants that next wicket. I think that's what it looks like.
That's well done. That
Yeah,
is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Well defended by the batsman. On the offside, 1 run taken again. 2 more balls to go. Let's see if we can wrap up the inning and bag another wicket to the count.
Fuller length ball outside the off stump, driven over the extra cover fielder. There's nobody at the cover boundary, and balls just floats over boundary for 4 runs.
Yeah, there was a big gap in the extra cover region, and batsman timed it pretty well for 4 runs.
Are the 6 balls?
And that comes the last wicket. Looks like it's gonna be a catch. Yes, and Manoj took the last wicket. That is the end of the inning for Atlanta Fire. And yes, it's out. Okay, so Samp Army has won the quarterfinal. A very good performance by Samp Army, all-around performance by Samp Army, and they have qualified for the semifinal, which they will play tomorrow. And signing off right now till for the next quarterfinal coming up. Stay tuned, and we'll come back in another half an hour to start off with our second quarterfinal of the day.